comedy legends. Abbott and Costello meet Jerry Seinfeld. Right now on NBC.
I love baseball.
On stage, ladies, let's go. You're on.
Have you got 2 tables for a 5? Just so happen to have it.
Move it, move it, move it.
You take the bucket and you put it under the cow's udder. Cow's udder what?
That duck's alive.
Oh, fowl are alive when you buy them. You know what a foul is, don't you?
Yeah, that's when a guy gets up and he hits the ball crooked.
No.
What time? Somebody not tell me who's pitching.
Who is not pitching?
I'll break your racket.
Imagine a time when if you wanted to see anyone perform, you'd have to go to a theater like this, and all day long, over and over again like they show movies now, performers would sing, dance, do comedy routines right there in front of you. Imagine that every comedian had to have baggy pants. Nobody wanted to see anybody's legs. And imagine that a pie in the face was a totally unexpected turn of events. Audiences screamed. Nobody had ever seen stuff like this before. Would you wait a minute? I'm trying to talk to the audience. Imagine 2 guys who worked in places like this night after night, year after year, back and forth across the country, whose chemistry was so remarkable that 60 years later, their jokes and routines are still getting laughs today. Can't you do that somewhere else? William A. Abbott and Louis Francis Costello went from places like this to dominate every major form of entertainment. Burlesque, vaudeville, Broadway, radio, films, even live television. This at a time when many movie stars couldn't make the transition from silence to talkies. Can't you move it anywhere else? I grew up on these 2 guys, Abbott and Costello.
It's Abbott and Costello meet Jerry Seinfeld.
Call me a cab. You're a cab.
The guy on first.
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yeah.
It's a treasure trove of comedy from 2 of the masters, Bud Abbott
What makes you so dumb?
and Lou Costello.
Oh, it just comes to me naturally.
Sure.
Seen here in some of their greatest routines, their funniest movies, in hilarious television performances not seen in more than 40 years.
Won't you walk this way?
And some never before seen.
I got the film here.
Plus outtakes.
I got a peek.
Never before seen home movies. And other fun-filled gags.
Okay, here's the premise. A baseball team with players that have names like who, what, I don't know, today, tomorrow, why, because, and I don't care. There's no logical explanation of how these players could have been given such bizarre names, or how they all ended up on the same team together.
We have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
Are these first names, last names, nicknames?
Well, then who's playing first?
Yeah.
I mean, the fellow's name on first base.
Who?
Isn't it perfectly understandable that someone might get a little mixed up trying to comprehend this situation?
Who is on first? Well, what are you asking me for?
Doesn't it almost seem as if this entire discussion has been specifically designed from the outset just to confuse a perfectly innocent human being?
Have you got a first baseman on first?
Certainly.
Then who's playing first?
Absolutely.
These are all problems that vaudeville audiences of the late 1930s did not have, as they watched Abbott and Costello turn this silly conversation into show business legend. And this was but one of their great routines. You'll see what I mean in a minute.
Still to come, the world's greatest performance of the team's greatest routine.
Abbott and Costello meet Jerry Seinfeld, sponsored in part by Chrysler and the new Chrysler Cirrus Sports Sedan. And by J.C. Penney. Looks right, priced right, doing it right.
When J.C. Penney helps you decorate your home, anything goes. Our sheets go with our comforters that go with our drapes. Because J.C. Penney's unique coordinating system lets you match pattern to pattern and item to item. So whether you go with the elegant styles of classic traditions or the bold colors of by design, our exclusive brands not only give you a lot for your money, But towels that go with your shower curtain, that go with your bathroom.
JCPenney, doing it right.
If someone said they wanted a car that was as quiet as a Mercedes, yet as practical as an Accord, that handled as well as a BMW, but was as economical as a Nissan Altima, and that somebody said they wanted all of this in one car, you'd say they had their head in the clouds. And you'd be right. This Cirrus, Chrysler's newest cab-forward car. It's not just a step above. It's the new plateau.
Once in a lifetime, you find that unexpected, perfect,
Your best feet. Well,
I work out.
irresistible
Julia, what? I want to tear your clothes off.
enemy.
what?
Can you help me out for a sec? Sec? How do I say sex?
Michael Keaton, Gina Davis,
I do not. The international symbol for no. I do not want you to come near me again. Hey, wait a minute.
Speechless.
So we're still on for midnight?
Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, December 16th.
Tonight, Jay's in New York with George Clooney and David Copperfield.
NBC Tuesday, and All New Wings has a brave new pilot, Robert Culp. Then a Tasty Mad About You bonus episode. And on an all-new Frasier, she's the woman you've never seen. Now, Niall's wife Maris is getting a facelift.
How much is this whole thing setting you back?
$25,000.
For an extra $5,000, you can get a whole new wife from the Philippines.
Then an all-new Larroquette has sexy surprises. Great comedy, NBC Tuesday.
Meet around the corner in a half an hour. Remember, boys, half an hour.
In 1936, Bud Abbott and Lou Costello met at a burlesque house in New York and decided to become partners. It was the Minsky Theater on 2nd Avenue, and it was a tough crowd. Girls were the big draw. Comedy was only the filler.
Half an hour? What time is it now?
20 minutes past.
20 minutes past what?
I don't know, the other hand fell off.
Did you go to school, stupid?
Yeah, and I came out the same way.
Now, at the time, there were only about 200 basic comedy routines dating from before the turn of the century. So pretty much everyone drew from the same stuff. So what made one act get more laughs than another? As they say, it's all in the timing. Whether they perform the classic burlesque routine Susquehanna Hat Company,
Well, wait a minute. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, wearing a Susquehanna hat.
What's the matter with that?
Well, just look at this. Here, let's go to the rain. Here. Rain right through there, wouldn't it?
I'm trying to find out how to get the Susquehanna hat cut down Frugal Street.
Is that one of their hats?
Yes.
or they did the imaginary drink gag.
Filled up with cream soda. Get a hold of it. Put your arms around it. And hold on tight. Stick your hands in it. Don't drop it. That's expensive. Huh? Don't drop it. Well, here's luck.
Or the famous mutter-fodder bit.
How about this horse, Bud? Bazooka.
Oh, anything you want to know about Bazooka, ask me. He's a good mutter.
I beg your pardon?
Bazooka, he's a good mutter.
He's a good mutter.
You sure?
Are you ridiculous? How can a he be a mutter?
Sometimes a he is a better mutter than a she.
A he is a better mutter than a she?
Sure.
A she has got to be a mutter, not a he. A he
No.
can't be a mutter. A she is a mutter. And a he can't be a better mutter than a she.
Sure he can.
Or loafing. Abbott and Costello had that polish, that precision, that pinpoint timing.
You don't want no work.
What are you doing?
I got a job in a bakery.
Good. What are you doing there?
Loafing. Oh, boy.
What are you doing?
Loafing.
Where?
In a bakery.
You working?
Certainly.
Doing what?
Loafing.
Well, that's what I was doing here. I was just taking it easy. I was
No, that kind of loafing.
They had each worked on their own for years with virtually no success. But as a team, they were unstoppable.
Hello,
Bud was
Bud.
tall, handsome, and debonair. He had a crafty look and a staccato delivery. He usually wore smartly tailored suits because he was the city slicker, always on the lookout for an easy mark. But he never had to look very far. For my money, he was the greatest straight man in show business history.
We've got only a quarter to our name. Don't order anything.
Don't slap me in the face.
All right. If she asks you if you want something, say, I don't care for anything.
I don't care for nothing.
That's all. Now, remember that. Come on. Sit down.
Now, what was it you wanted?
I'll have a turkey sandwich and a cup of coffee.
And you?
I don't care for nothing.
Oh, go ahead. Have a bite to eat. I want to take something small.
I don't care for nothing.
Take something small. What do you care?
Give me a small steak.
Lou was short and plump with the face of a child. His body was a perfect comedic design. In tight-fitting jacket and baggy pants, his head topped by a tiny derby.
You gave me too much money.
He was the little fellow adrift in a world he couldn't comprehend.
Got 2 10s for a 5. Just so happen to have it. That's it. Now.
Yet he always maintained his dignity as he defended himself against his partner's assaults. He was a comic genius.
No. Put it there and leave it there. That's right. Now, give me that bill. Give me your hand. Put it in my hand like that and leave it there.
Two guys. Yet in just 4 years, they went from obscure burlesque comics to vaudeville headliners, to Broadway sensations, to radio stars, to movie legends.
What are you doing?
Just 4 years together, and they were a national craze. All across the world, they were mobbed. People couldn't get enough of their routines.
No, you don't understand. You take the bucket and you put it under the cow's udder. Huh? You take the bucket and you put it under the cow's udder. The cow's udder what?
Yet for all their comic precision, one of the truly amazing things about Abbott and Costello was they rarely read a script or studied lines.
Cow's udder. The cow's udder what? Not udder. Put it under the cow's udder. Something. Not udder. Put it under the cow's udder. Not. You just put it
Most every performance was ad-lib, based on those classic burlesque routines.
You go to the source. What? You go right to the source. Who's talking about source? I want source. I'll pick apples.
They even added to the routines using material from their real lives. One day as a boy, the real Lou set the family Christmas tree on fire, then tried to put it out one glass of water at a time.
Take your water and go. What's the matter with the kid there? I don't care. You get a job and get me. I gotta have some more water. I don't care about. Will you get out of my way? Wait a minute, Sticky. Come here. What's the matter? Are you thirsty? I'm not thirsty. My room is on fire.
It became one of their standards. But this concept of the innocent, this completely naive adult, lost but muddling through at the mercy of his partner, was very much a part of their appeal.
Up on the right leg. Hear me? I said up on the right leg. Up on your left leg. Up on the left leg. Never mind the right leg, the left leg. Never mind the left, hold the left. Up on the right. Hold the right. On the left. Up on both legs.
These routines were so normal to them, they even spilled over into real life. One day, a cop pulled Bud over because he had a cigarette dangling from his mouth. It was fire season in California, and there was a smoking ban in the hillside. Bud asked why the cop thought he was smoking. You got a cigarette in your mouth. Bud said, I got shoes on, but I'm not walking. The cop thought a moment, couldn't dispute this, and sent him on his way. No ticket. To me, one of the things that made their stuff so great was that they had a remarkable knack for presenting both sides of a silly argument and making both points of view seem perfectly logical.
Go ahead.
What do you want me to do? Go ahead or back up?
I'll tell you when.
You just told me I gotta back up.
Well, back up.
I'm gonna back up.
Go ahead.
You almost wish you could jump into the scene and go, don't you see? This is just a simple misunderstanding.
Back up or go ahead? What are you saying? Go ahead. Back up.
Please, don't make a production out of this thing. You're only trying to get the car out.
You want me to back up?
I'll watch for
You want me to back up?
Back up.
I'm gonna back up.
Go ahead.
Tell her. I'll tell her where she...
Where is who? I said tell her.
Tell her what?
Tell her nothing. I want to tell her.
Well, go ahead and tell her. I don't care. You've got $50.
Yeah.
And I've got 52.
That's why I don't understand. How come you got $2 more than me?
I haven't got...
Do it again.
Here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You've got $50. I've got 52.
Why do you have $2? Give me the money. Let me divide it.
You're counting it wrong.
Let me divide it.
Go ahead.
10, 20, 30, 40.
There's your 50.
No, I've got $50.
You got 50 and I got 52.
Figure it out.
I owe you $1.
Well,
This then was their beginning. Their wealth of material. 200 classic routines, polished to absolute perfection.
yeah, surely. What kind of a dog have you got, Mrs. Pike? A Pekingese? All right, goodbye. Hey, Wishy, go over and get a peek at Mrs. Pike's.
Get a peek at Mrs. Pike's?
Yeah.
Why can't I take a good look?
Go over and get Pike's peek.
Get Pike's peek? What am I, a mountain climber?
Go over to Mrs. Pike's house. You'll see her peek around the yard.
I'll see her peek around the yard. What do you want to do, play hide and seek with the girl?
Listen.
Look, I mean, after all, the boss told me to get busy with that white dog. You know, he wants me to watch
What
it.
white dog?
The white one. What do you call it? The...
Spitz?
No, but he drools a little.
Next, amazing scenes and outtakes from the most popular movie comedy team of all time.
When we asked two-time Indy winner Emerson Fittipaldi to be involved in the development of the Chrysler Cirrus, it wasn't to have him help sell the car. It was to have him help refine it. He pushed it to the limits around the track. He made suggestions. The engineers listened. The engineers made suggestions, and he listened. The result of this collaboration is a specially modified double wishbone suspension system unlike any other on the road today. The Chrysler Cirrus. It's not just a step above. It's the new plateau.
Listen, this stuff that we make, it's powerful. It makes you powerful. Stuff that we make, it's powerful. Take it, listen, gather up your ideas, run with them. It makes you powerful. Just do something amazing. We're in your corner, and we can't wait to see what you're going to do. Stuff that we make, listen, listen.
Only one adult cereal could be this much fun to eat. Basic 4. A playful mixture of textures and tastes with crispy flakes, sweet and tangy fruits, and crunchy nuts. Splash on cold milk and get something tasty from the 4 food groups. Basic 4. Tastes so good.
Will that be all, son?
You'll forget it's for adults.
One day, Dan Brooks was walking down the street, minding his own business. What he didn't realize is that he was about to bump into a beautiful woman. The woman who would have his 3 children. The woman who would graduate law school and go on to become a successful politician. The woman who would change his life forever. But rather than insisting on a Seiko, Dan settled for an ordinary watch. And unfortunately, Dan was running 1 second late. Seiko, built for life.
To find just the right gift, you have to look in just the right place.
Let's get a bathrobe. A bathrobe. JCPenney, doing it right. You go that way.
You'll find the right styles, sizes, and colors.
What about Doug?
Something that's right for everyone.
Gift certificate.
Plus an easy way to shop right at home. And even if you do get it wrong,
It's a cow.
we have 1,300 stores to make it right.
Done.
JCPenney, doing it right.
NBC and Frito Scoop presents Reba, America's Entertainer of the Year. Reba McEntire in her first ever televised event. Then, sound the charge. From Stagecoach to Dances with Wolves, relive the greatest moments in movie history. 100 years of westerns after Reba, NBC Friday.
It's a special Saturday on NBC, starting with 2 friends.
Where are you? Here.
And one incredible summer.
You ever kissed anyone? No. Close your eyes.
Macaulay Culkin, Dan Aykroyd, and Jamie Lee Curtis in the network television premiere of My Girl, Then.
It's history's funniest comedies and the funniest show of the year. You are a meathead. Celebrate 40 years of TV's funniest families.
Ricky, this is it.
Alan Thicke, Felicia Rashad, Meredith Baxter, the best of TV's funniest families after My Girl, NBC Saturday.
Woody Allen on his work and his new movie.
What?
Bob Costas one-on-one in an exclusive rare interview with one of America's premier directors. Dateline Tuesday.
In burlesque, a slap is worth 1,000 words, and a play on words can be milked for 1,000,000 less. Even though they were adept at physical comedy, it was the intricate wordplay that enabled them to move on, while most of their contemporaries were still throwing pies and pulling their pants down. From theater, it was a hit weekly radio series. Included in their contract, they were performing Who's on First once a month, year after year. It was so brilliant, people didn't get tired of hearing it.
All right, you guys, come on, bring it out here. Let's change that set around. Time is money, let's go. Put some muscle into it.
Lou Costello was the more ambitious one, and he had them set their sights on Hollywood. It was 1940, only 4 years since they shook hands and became partners. One thing I should mention about their partnership, the money split was 60-40. Bud the straight man got 60, Lou the comic only got 40. That's because where they were from, burlesque, comics were a dime a dozen. But with a great straight man, you had an act.
Boy, why didn't I think of that? Why, certainly, we'll shoot the works. We'll bet on Lolly C at 30-1.
30-1? How can we do that? It's already 1:45.
Oh, come on. Present. Arms.
There's joke timing, and there's career timing. Bud and Lou had both. When they performed this now famous drill routine in an office meeting, they made studio executives laugh so hard, they were signed to a long-term movie contract on the spot.
Right. Face.
America was gearing up for war, and when Buck Privates was released, it instantly became a runaway hit at the box office.
Oh, trouble. Wait a minute. Where are you putting that water? Throw it out.
Hey.
Smitty. You! I'll strangle you!
Oh, I'm a bad boy.
Audiences couldn't wait for Abbott and Costello to train their comic sights on every branch of the service.
I hope it can hit nothing.
This was WW2, but because of Abbott and Costello, America was able to laugh even in time of war.
Well, now, get that tablecloth over there. Hurry up. Come on, throw it over the table. Throw it over the table. Right. What are you doing?
While American audiences knew the difference between Truth and Abbott and Costello send-ups, the Japanese High Command was showing Abbott and Costello films to their troops and telling their soldiers that these were typical American servicemen.
Turn.
In those days, making 2 films a year was not unusual for major stars. But to keep up with the wartime demand for this comedy duo, Abbott and Costello made 10 full-length motion pictures in only 2.5 years.
Oh, a toast to the guy that's chasing me.
Because Abbott and Costello films became the most lucrative series of movie comedies ever made, even the U.S. government wanted to get into the act, enlisting them into the war effort.
When you buy a defense stamp or a defense bond, you're saving your money by lending it to Uncle Sam. See, Uncle Sam needs that money to build ships and planes, tanks.
And what?
Tanks. You're welcome.
No one had ever seen anything like it. 2 burlesque comedians were the most popular men in America. In one sweeping cross-country marathon, Abbott and Costello raised over $80 million selling war bonds. Roughly $1 billion in today's dollars.
Okay, Mayor, how are you? Well, I'm fine, Costello, and I want to welcome you to the city. You and Abbott did a mighty fine job.
Wait a minute. That's the mayor.
I'm LaGuardia, eh?
No.
Mayor LaGuardia, seriously, I want to congratulate you boys on the fine work you've been doing.
They truly had an effect on the country's morale. They were the nation's comic relief.
I haven't had food for 2 days, and I still have the face of a 10-year-old boy. If I was you, I'd give it back to him, because you're getting it all wrinkled.
Of course, their films did enable them to stretch their routines just a little bit.
Nothing's good, but I'm eating anyway.
You're not here. I'll bet you're not here.
How much you want to bet?
All right, we bet the chickens.
No, the chicken?
We'll bet the chickens. You're not here.
I'm here.
All right, you're not in Philadelphia.
No.
You're not in Baltimore. And you're not in Washington.
I got an aunt lives here.
Never mind that. Well, if you're not in Philadelphia, Baltimore, or Washington, you must be someplace else.
That's right.
And if you're someplace else, you can't be here, can you?
No.
All right. Wait a minute. What are you taking my chicken for?
Didn't you say I was in Baltimore?
Yes.
I was in Washington?
Yes.
I was in Philadelphia?
That's what I told you.
Well, if I'm not in Baltimore, Philadelphia, or Washington, I must be someplace else.
You must be someplace else.
Oh, if I'm someplace else, I can't be here.
That's what I said.
Oh, if I'm not here, how can I have your chicken?
In 1942, they were the all-time box office champs. But all this exhausting work finally caught up.
Answer the phone.
It didn't ring?
Why wait till the last minute?
Audiences wouldn't know it, but in these rarely seen outtakes, Lou was gravely ill.
First trombone. First sax. Second sax. First base. Second base.
Third base.
Shortstop. Shortstop. First trumpet. First trumpet. Second.
Shortstop! the shortstop.
Nothing wrong with the camera now, sir.
Cut.
He collapsed on his 37th birthday, stricken with rheumatic fever, a disease of the heart.
Isn't she beautiful?
You think so?
The way I feel right now, anybody's beautiful.
What's the matter?
Flash,
What?
I got a pee-pee.
After an entire year laid up in bed, he was finally allowed back to work.
Now I gotta get one of these dummies. Oh, sure.
And the studios again began cranking out Abbott and Costello films.
This one's no good. Here it is.
Well, don't park it here. Take it up on the balcony.
Let's see that script.
Places, everybody.
All right.
Once again, it was exhausting work.
Hurry with that dummy prop.
Right away, sir.
It's okay. I can put his arms around me.
All right, Mr. Orga.
Roll him.
Aha!
Klondike Pete. It isn't what you think.
Shut up! Shut up!
Hold it.
Was that all right, Mr. Kippen?
It still looks a little phony. Looked all right to me.
Abbott and Costello single-handedly saved Universal Pictures from going bankrupt. In fact, at one point, the boys even had an opportunity to buy the entire studio. But decided not to, being more interested in boats, cars, clothes, things they could have fun with.
Hello!
I can understand that. Why would they want to buy a movie studio? They were big kids. In fact, I would say most comedians think of their age as the number of years they've been performing. So Abbott and Costello in comedian years 1944 were only 8 years old. Besides, they were still enjoying doing their classic burlesque bits on the big screen.
Nice place you got. Oh, don't tell me about those things. I used to hunt them.
You hunted bear?
Oh, no, I have my clothes on.
You're not going to kill anyone.
Don't hold me back.
Don't do that.
Somebody's got to get it. And when I get this mad, somebody's got to get it.
Suppose you had $5 in one pants pocket and $10 in the other pants pocket. What would you have?
Somebody else's pants on.
The year 1948 would stand as a milestone. It was the year that Abbott and Costello would meet Frankenstein. The film had all the legendary horror performers. Bela Lugosi, Lon Chaney, Glenn Strange. Only Boris Karloff was missing, convinced that audiences would never go for a horror spoof.
Give me some Dracula.
Boy, was he wrong. That film was so successful, it led to a franchise of Abbott and Costello Meet Horror Monsters. And now, with the success of these films, Boris Karloff couldn't wait to join the cast. He would make 2 movies with Abbott and Costello, both box office hits.
Hey, come on, will you? Sweet touch of mustard. Give me a hand.
But for all their films, 36 in all, only 2 were ever made in color. Charles Lawton so admired Abbott and Costello that he waived his entire salary just to work with them. And thus was born Abbott and Costello Meet Captain Kidd.
I'm sure I put a mustache on him. You didn't. I didn't? No. Oh.
You shut up!
You take care of him. No, you take care of him. This thing's driving me crazy. You went that way.
He had so much fun making the picture that later, Lawton even joined them when they guest hosted a television show. This was to be another incredible metamorphosis in their careers. Abbott and Costello would reinvent themselves yet again on television.
Stay tuned for more classic laughs on Abbott and Costello Meet Jerry Seinfeld.
The new Chrysler Cirrus has an advanced 24-valve V6. Its cab-forward design conveniently provides room for 5 and a vast array of new technology. It has dual airbags and advanced rail-through construction for superior handling and quietness. Chrysler Cirrus. While its name is derived from the heavens, one of the best reasons to own one is very down to earth. Chrysler Cirrus. It's not just a step above. It's the new plateau.
Ready for your picture with my new Polaroid Captiva? Smile!
Where's the picture?
Oh, come on, you get down now.
I want my picture.
The Polaroid Captiva. It stores its pocket-sized pictures till you take them out. So pick one up for the holidays.
What's the good news?
Junior delivers the biggest laughs of the year in the funniest film of the year. Yes. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Danny DeVito, and Emma Thompson. Junior, an Ivan Reitman film.
Can it be a mama, too?
Rated PG-13. Now playing.
More to come on Abbott and Costello Meet Jerry Seinfeld.
Journey into the unknown on an all-new Earth 2. Judge, a rescue mission becomes a trap.
If you love her, hold your fire.
Shoot him. Tim Curry guest stars on Earth 2. Then, Science wakes the dead.
Don't look in his eyes.
An all-new sequence after Earth 2, NBC Sunday.
What's the first thing you'll want to do after Thanksgiving? You'll want to go to Hudson's After Thanksgiving sale and be the first to save up to 40% on great stuff throughout the store. The first to save an additional 25% on clearance items. And the first to enter the $1,000 shopping spree sweepstakes at each store starting Friday at 8 a.m. So what's the first thing you'll want to do after Thanksgiving? Hudson's After Thanksgiving sale, Friday through Sunday. Defer your payments until February 1995 on purchases of $50 or more.
Lots of things are complicated, like tax forms, payment plans, and even buying groceries, because nothing's ever in the right place at the right time. Then I saw a new 95 Ford Taurus SE with 2.9% financing, dual airbags, rear spoiler, cast aluminum wheels, air, and I thought, finally, something easy to understand, one great car. So stop, smell the roses, smell the coffee, wake up. Like my dad used to say, it's the little things in life. So when I found a Taurus with 2.9% till December 2nd, I called my dad and said, Dad, I found something little, 2.9. I was in the right place at the right time, and this year I'll do my own taxes. But first I better find my Greater Michigan Ford dealer for 2.9% today.
The Pony Express lasted just 2 days after the first telegraph reached the West Coast. Technology can change the way we communicate overnight. Count on us to make sure you're ready. Ameritech, your link to better communication.
Instant lottery tickets? These were supposed to be shipped to Michigan already. And who left the lucky dust up there? So many people waiting to give instant tickets as gifts, and here they sit. The free gift cards, too? I'd better pick these up. Oh, no. Lucky dust. All over the holiday cash. So, Michigan gets more winning tickets, and everyone loves a winner.
Every day, somehow, some way, you make me smile.
Liz Talbot and Roger McCoy bring you coverage you can count on tonight on News 10.
When television started, it was live. No videotape, no replays, live in front of a studio audience. This was like a transfusion for Abbott and Costello. Movies were great, but for 11 years they played to a camera lens. Now they were once again able to breathe the only true air of comedy, live audience oxygen. In 1951, they starred in the Colgate Comedy Hour, an NBC variety show that rotated its hosts. The setting was a TV stage, a few props, and for Abbott and Costello, the chance to reconnect with an audience.
You know where the lemon is?
I know where a juicy one is.
For how much?
I'd like to bet the whole works.
Oh, we'll bet the works. Of course, you're only entitled to one shell.
Well, that's all I need.
Now, it's have to be under this one or this one. Now, you pick up the shell as I toss them around here. And any one of the shells. Pick up the shell that contains the lemon and you win. Yeah, you boy. Pick it up. All right, what shell do you want?
This was vintage Abbott and Costello. And television was their perfect medium.
How do you do?
Oh, come right in, boys.
Get back there. Come through the door. Huh? You think they put doors in these things for?
Come on, I'm here.
Get in the door. Go ahead.
What, I gotta come in the door? I'm here.
It costs money to build these sets. Get in there. Feel comfortable through the door.
I don't have to go if I don't want it through the door.
Go through the
Don't
door.
make me look silly.
Go through the door.
Okay.
Come here. Get in here.
Abbott and Costello ad-libbed constantly to their routines, and since this was live, anything could happen.
I say don't do it.
I can do it!
I say don't do it.
I can do it!
Louis,
Come on!
Louis, I'm telling you, don't do it.
And anything could go wrong. This vase of flowers is needed to pay off the routine, so Lou simply asked for another. Never mind that this is going out to all of America.
Oh, man. You ain't got much to work with now, kid. Oh, man. Come here, honey. Now, come here, honey. Now, everything's going to be all right, honey. That's right. Give me another prop, please. Well, it was a rehearsal. I didn't know the people was here. The other one! Coming up. Wait a minute. Hold on. You're coming up? Let's have it. Okay. Now, sweetheart.
Yes, Lou.
Don't you think that didn't you think you're out of bed too soon?
Pardon us, folks.
Yeah, just a minute. This is a bigger one, too. Don't you? We didn't do that yet.
One of the hardest things for comedians is to keep up their energy between takes. Occasionally, while making their movies, Abbott and Costello would resort to a behind-the-scene pie fight to stay fresh and alive. But on television, the energy from the audience electrified them.
You were supposed to get it, kid.
This is a perfect example of how they could ad-lib when things didn't always work exactly as planned.
Honey, please. Please, down with it, please.
And they didn't always keep to the confines of the routine either, going off anywhere they wanted.
What are you laughing at out there?
So popular were they on the Colgate specials that in 1952, the Abbott and Costello show hit the airwaves.
You understand everything clearly?
I understand. You're going to get behind the piano with the Victrola.
Right.
And then when I say all right, you're going to play the record.
Yes.
And then when I say all right the second time, you stop it.
That's all there is to it. Now knock on the door.
Don't make any mistakes.
All right.
Every week, you could tune in and see America's favorite funny men in a brand new telling of a classic routine.
All right.
Wonderful.
I didn't say it was wonderful. I said it was all right. All right! Did I say it yet?
Well, what do you think of that?
Well, that was all to the mustard.
All for the mustard. For a minute, I thought your father was going to say it was all right.
I love how Abbott can't even stay awake for the 5 minutes it takes to pull this scheme off.
I don't want you to have anything to do with that young fellow.
You don't.
Nobody could be Abbott and Costello.
Get a load of the old bag.
And now that they were their own bosses, they brought some of their old friends from vaudeville with them. Gordon Jones is Mike the Cop.
Did you give Hillary the flowers? Uh-huh. Did you get anything from the father? Mm-hmm. Well, come on, I want half.
Come on, give him half, Stinky.
Come on, I want half.
Stinky, played by Joey Bessel.
Every morning when I get up, I cook coffee in my pajamas.
Not in the coffee book?
Hillary, played by Hillary Brooke.
Mr. Peters, can you tell me something about the farm life?
And the landlord, played by Sidney Field.
He knows how to milk cows.
Oh, my boy, milk cows. That's only one of the things you do on a farm.
What do I have to do?
Oh, there's lots of things that you do on a farm. Now, if you listen to me carefully, I'll give you an idea. First, you get up, say, about 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, you milk 30 or 40 cows. After you milk the cows, you go down, you carry in 15 or 20 buckets of water from the well. After that, you chop down a tree, make 15 or 25 or 30 cords of firewood. You take the firewood, you pile it up and get it all set. Then you feed 200 or 300 chickens, and then you feed 50 or 60 goats, and you slop the hogs, and zingo, you're ready for breakfast.
I just have a piece of toast. I'm always in time.
That's the boy. Now, after breakfast, it's very simple. You go out and you fix the tractor. It takes 3 or 4 hours to fix the tractor. Then you plow 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 acres of ground. After that, you dig and dig and dig in the potato patch. You dig out 5 or 6 bushels of potatoes. Then you go out to the barn, and you pitch 15 or 20 tons of hay. After you pitch the hay, you go out in the orchard. You pluck 15 or 20 baskets of apples, and zingo! You're ready for lunch.
I'll just put a little piece of butter on the toast. I don't want to waste too much time with it.
Oh, well, now, after lunch, that's where you have fun. You dig a drainage ditch around the first 40 acres of the farm, then you fix the other 40 acres of fences all around the other side. You churn about 200 pounds of butter. Then you bed down about 200 cows. You curry 150 horses, and zingo! You're ready for supper.
That's all I do is eat.
That reminds me. Thanks. See you later.
At times, they'd even delve into just a theater of the absurd.
He's positive, positive, positive.
He's positive. He's positive. He's positive, positive, positive.
He's positive, he's positive, he's positive, positive, positive.
All that training in burlesque, the jokes, the routines, the physical comedy, came together for them on TV. And if you were around back then, Abbott and Costello were the kings of comedy.
Got any identification? Can you prove that you're Lou Costello?
Yes, I can prove it. Any dope that gets himself into a mess like this has got to be Lou Costello.
Coming up, Jerry Seinfeld opens the family vaults to show us Abbott and Costello home movies.
What's the best way to raise corned beef and cabbage?
With a knife and fork.
And the most asked for Abbott and Costello routine.
Who is on first?
Well, what are you asking me for?
One day, Dan Brooks was walking down the street, minding his own business. What he didn't realize is that he was about to bump into a beautiful woman. The woman who would have his 3 children. The woman who would graduate law school and go on to become a successful politician. The woman who would change his life forever. But, rather than insisting on a Seiko, Dan settled for an ordinary watch. And unfortunately, Dan was running 1 second late. Seiko, built for life.
Hey, you want to see some dinosaurs?
Yeah, dinosaurs.
Let's get them in here. Loading CD-ROM into Windows.
Where are the dinosaurs, Dad?
I'm not sure. DOS command dot.
Can we see them now?
Not yet. Big dot says configure jumpers and dip switches.
Dad, what's a dip?
I don't know. Where are you going, kiddo?
To the Crandalls.
What's at the Crandalls?
They have a Mac.
This is the elegantly appointed front-wheel drive Acura Legend. And to connoisseurs of classic automotive art, this is the dinner bell that says, let the feast begin. The new 1995 Acura Luxury Lease, available exclusively at your Acura dealer.
When J.C. Penney helps you decorate your home, anything goes. Our sheets go with our comforters that go with our drapes. Because J.C. Penney's unique coordinating system lets you match pattern to pattern and item to item. So whether you go with the elegant styles of classic traditions or the bold colors of by design, our exclusive brands not only give you a lot for your money, but towels that go with your shower curtain, that go with your bathroom.
J.C. Penney, doing it right.
Later on The Tonight Show from New York.
Okay, Tom. Good work, Doctor. Let's go, people. Stick.
Let's cut the dramatics, huh, guys? Just pass the turkey, please.
It's a Thanksgiving treat with ER's George Clooney, the magic of David Copperfield, Joey Lawrence, Montel Williams, George Wallace, and that other parade.
It's the Heimlich holiday. There's Dad choking. There you go.
Tonight.
It may not look it, but these kids are in school. In this class, there are no grades and few written tests, but students learn. How's it work? Get close. Get answers on NBC Nightly News tomorrow.
How could one woman
I don't want to lose you.
be married to two men
I don't think I can live without you in my life again.
at the same time,
I do.
in the same town, and get away with it?
There's always something, isn't there? Something more important than you and me.
Connie Selica, A. Martinez, and Perry King in a world premiere. She Led Two Lives, NBC Sunday.
So that's 100, 200 for me, and for you, 100, 200 too. 1, 2. On camera, Bud Abbott and Lou Costello were notoriously tight with $1. Perhaps because in the Depression, burlesque comics struggled to make a buck. But in real life, nothing could have been further from the truth.
Some balloons, eh, boy? Oh, here it comes. Well, this party begins with a bust.
The minute Bud and Lou hit the big time, they enjoyed spending the money. They had nice homes and plenty of possessions, and they were even kind of competitive. When one got something, the other had to have it, only bigger. This went for houses, swimming pools, and boats. When Lou went down to the salvage store and bought a Navy torpedo chaser, which he converted into a luxury yacht, just the perfect size for his girls, his old man, and his mom, Bud turned his eye on a little something for his kids, too. This friendly competition even extended to nightclubs. When Lou opened a club for up-and-coming comics, the Bandbox, Bud couldn't be outdone, so he opened Abbott's Backstage. Off camera, they were almost the reversals of their screen personalities. Bud was shy and reserved, while Lou was the driving force, outgoing, energetic, and industrious.
Hey, Dad! Why are you turning up?
Whatever image audiences had of them, few knew the real Abbott and Costello. Here, Bud can be seen driving his favorite car. Top speed, 15 miles an hour. Meanwhile, at the Costello household, Lou loved clowning around with his family.
What did Santa bring you, Patty? Well, I got an adding machine and a doll and lots of other things. And above all...
A pool table you got too, didn't you?
Oh, yes, that.
Yes.
And above all, I got this water pistol.
Oh, that's nice.
Bud and his family were constant visitors at the Costello house. To the Costello kids, Bud was Uncle Bud, and to the Abbotts, Lou was Uncle Lou. Yet few realized that despite their long-lasting partnership, Abbott and Costello's backgrounds were really very different.
Dad was in vaudeville and burlesque. He was in burlesque 20 years before he met Lou. So Dad goes way back. You know, I think even into his family. We're all in show business and circus.
My father, you know, had a couple of partners that worked with him. And his last partner had gotten sick and couldn't work any longer. And I guess Lou had worked in the same theater with Dad. As a matter of fact, I think Lou worked with my mother before my dad, because my mother was a comedian.
Lou, on the other hand, broke his family's heart when he set out for Hollywood. Look at that face.
My dad was always on, and it became very evident when he was a child. He was always cutting up in class. He wanted to become an actor at a very early age and left home.
And what's really interesting was a Laurel and Hardy film with Silent called Battle of the Century. You can see a very young Lou Costello, I'd say maybe in his very early 20s, sitting in the audience as a spectator.
When they first teamed, Lou was 29 and Bud 41. The rest is comedy history.
Once when I was hunting, it was lightning and thundering. And out of the woods came a great big animal with horns.
Reindeer?
You sure did, honey.
Despite the highs of stardom, Lou suffered a personal tragedy when his one-year-old son drowned in the family pool. Both the Abbotts and Costellos were devastated by the loss of Lou Costello Jr. To speed the healing process, Lou dedicated himself to building a foundation, a place where underprivileged children could swim, have fun, and play baseball.
Mike!
In 1947, Lou fulfilled his dream, and Bud chipped in dollar for dollar. Today, half a century later, the Lou Costello Jr. Foundation still exists in Los Angeles. But life has a way of healing itself. Lou, with his wife Ann and by now 3 daughters, Patty, Carol, and Chris, soon got back to the business of making people laugh.
What's my name? Well, could you give me it a little louder? That's much better.
This is our Christmas tree, and it must have cost our father at least $10. I bet he took it out of our piggy bank.
And Bud, with his wife Betty and children Bud Jr. and Vicky, did the same. Here they are in a very big boat to England.
Isn't it nice to be back here, France? France?
Yeah.
Oh, just stop, France. What is this? This is England. Good old England. Oh, London. England. Yeah.
But then came more devastating news. Ignoring the fact that Bud and Lou had donated much of their time and risked Lou's health to raise millions for war bonds, the IRS was now charging them with tax fraud. In truth, they were both victims of an unscrupulous business manager. But Bud and Lou were used as examples to scare other performers. To pay the debt, they had to sell much of what they owned. This was the final death blow for Abbott and Costello. The magic had already gone out of the act, and with it, even their desire to perform together. They made one last attempt together in December 1956, but the polish was off the act. In front of an opening night crowd in Las Vegas at 61 years of age, Bud's timing was gone, and Lou angrily called it quits. Nearly 22 years from when they first got together. But what they left behind. Okay, now here's the premise. A baseball team with players that have, well, kind of bizarre names. This performance of Who's on First is considered by Abbott and Costello themselves as the best it ever was.
Find out. I want you to tell me the names of the fellows on the St. Louis team. I'm telling you, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third. Do you know the fellows' names? Yes. Well, then who's playing first? Yes. I mean the fellow's name on first base. Who? The fellow playing first base for St. Louis. Who? The guy on first base. Who is on first? Well, what are you asking me for? I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, who is on first? I'm asking you who's on first. That's the man's name. That's whose name? Yes. Well, go ahead and tell me. Who? The guy on first. Who? The first base. Who is on first? Have you got a first baseman on first? Certainly. Then who's playing first? Absolutely. When you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money? Every dollar of it. Why not? The man's entitled to it. Who is? Yes. So who gets it? Why shouldn't he? Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it. Whose wife? Yes. Well, the man earns it. Who does? Absolutely. Well, all I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base? Oh, no. What is on second base? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? That's what I'm trying to find out. Well, don't change the players. I'm not changing nobody. Take it easy. What's the guy's name on first base? What's the guy's name on second base? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? I don't know. He's on third. We're not talking about him. How did I get on third base? You mentioned his name. If I mention a third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third? No, who's playing first? Stay off of first, will you? Well, what do you want me to do? Now, what's the guy's name on third base? Well, what's on second? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? I don't know. He's on third. And I go back on third again. Well, I can't change their names. Will you please stay on third base, Mr. Broadhurst? Now, what is it you want to know? What is the fella's name on third base? What is the fella's name on second base? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? I don't know. Third base. You got an outfield? Oh, sure. St. Louis has got a good outfield? Absolutely. The left fielder's name? Why? I don't know. I just thought I'd ask you. Well, I just thought I'd tell you. Then tell me who's playing left field. Who is playing first? Stay out of the infield. Don't mention things out here. I want to know what's the fellow's name at left field. What is on second? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who is on first? I don't know. Third base. Oh, take it easy. Take it easy, man. And the left fielder's name? Why? Because. Oh, he's center field. He's Will you pick up your hat, please? Pick up your hat and stop this. Oh, look, please.
Mr. Blowhurst.
Yes.
Wait a minute. You got a pitcher on the team?
Wouldn't this be a fine team without a pitcher?
I don't know. Tell me the pitcher's name.
Tomorrow.
You don't want to tell me the date?
I'm telling you, man.
Then go ahead.
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow you're going to tell me who's pitching?
Who is not pitching? Who is on?
I'll break your arm. You say who's on first?
I come up here and ask.
I want to know what's the pitcher's name.
What's on second?
I don't know.
First.
You got a catcher?
Yes.
The catcher's name.
Today.
And tomorrow's pitching.
Now you've got it.
That's all. St. Louis has got a couple of days on that team.
Well, I can't help that. All right. What do you want me to do?
Got a catcher?
Yes.
I'm a good catcher, too, you know.
I know that.
I would like to play for the St. Louis team.
Well, I might arrange that.
I would like to catch. Now, I'm being a good catcher. Tomorrow's pitching on the team, and I'm catching.
Yes.
Tomorrow throws the ball, and the guy up bunts the ball.
Yes.
Now, when he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I want to throw the guy out at first base, so I pick up the ball and throw it to who?
Now, that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
That's all you have to do.
Is to throw it to first base.
Yes.
Now, who's got it?
Naturally.
Who has it?
Naturally.
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 Okay.
Now, you've got it.
I pick up the ball and I throw it to Naturally.
I know you don't. You throw the ball to first base.
Then who gets it?
Naturally.
Okay.
All right.
I throw the ball to Naturally.
You don't. You throw it to who?
Naturally.
Well, that's it. See?
That's what I said.
You did not.
I said I throw the ball to Naturally.
You don't. You throw it to who?
Naturally.
Yes.
So I throw the ball to first base and Naturally gets it.
No, you throw the ball to first base.
Then who gets it?
Naturally.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that. Excuse me, friend. I'm sorry, friend.
I throw the ball to Naturally.
You throw it to who?
Naturally.
Well, say it that way.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't
I throw the ball to first base.
Then who gets it?
He better get it.
All right.
Now I throw the ball to first base. Whoever it is drops the ball, so the guy runs to second.
Mm-hmm.
Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it to I don't know. I don't know, throws it back to tomorrow. A triple play.
Yeah, it could be.
Another guy gets up and it's a long fly ball to be called. Why? I don't know. He's on third, and I don't care. I said, I don't care.
Oh, that's a shortstop.
Who's on first even has a permanent place in the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York.
I'm a bad boy.
Coming up tonight on News 10, a drunk driver may have led to a near-fatal crash in mid-Michigan tonight. We'll take you there. Also tonight, the issue of assisted suicide is back in the news, and on Thanksgiving, people turn out to help others. Join us for News 10 at 11 next.
To find just the right gift, you have to look in just the right place.
Let's get a bathrobe. A bathrobe.
JCPenney, doing it right.
You go that way. Okay.
You'll find the right styles, sizes, and colors.
What about Doug?
Something that's right for everyone.
Gift certificate.
Plus an easy way to shop right at home. And even if you do get it wrong,
It's a cow.
we have 1,300 stores to make it right.
Done.
JCPenney, doing it right.
What if I told you everything you know about TV is about to change? Because now there's DirecTV, totally digital television. More movies, more sports, more of what I want than ever before. All through a tiny satellite dish about the size of a small pet. Stay. With digital quality video and CD sound, everything's going to look great. How does DirecTV work? I have no idea, but it does. Get your DSS 18-inch dish and DirecTV at your RCA dealer.
I doubt there's any relationship more brutalizing for two people to go through than being a comedy team. Up there in a high-risk environment with each one crucially dependent upon the other, it's a unique strain. Yet it was their incredible chemistry that enabled Abbott and Costello to stay together for so long. Without them, we wouldn't even know how most of these wonderful routines were performed. They're the only ones to have preserved an entire era of American entertainment. These are the roots of virtually every contemporary comedian you see working. And Bud and Lou are still getting laughs today.
Now that sounds good. Veal cutlet Parmesan. Select veal cutlet about 1 inch thick. Pound both sides with dull knife. While pounding, sprinkle with grated Parmesan cheese. Dip in beaten egg, then in breadcrumbs. Saute in butter until nicely browned. Garnished with
$30, only $19.99. Our Toyland has it all at Value City department stores. Ho, 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 ho.
You're watching NBC.